Hey, what's up guys? Danny Lightning back. How y'all doing today? Hopefully everybody's doing awesome. So, we're going to do a nice little Q&A type of stream today. Hopefully everybody's ready. Should be a lot of fun. I see we got Master of Titans, we got Daniel Barry, we got Mr. Stinky, we got Bentley. What's up, what's up? Keeper of the Light, buddy. How you doing? Hopefully your day is going awesome so far, Keeper, and thank you for being a channel member. Defendant, what's up, what's up? Dragon World, hey, hey, Mr. Random, Mitos, Hamter, good to see you guys today. Hold on, I gotta get a different cover for this microphone. It's popping like crazy. Tracy, what's up, buddy? All right, hopefully this works a little better. I hear, like, every time I say a P or something, it's popping like crazy. So I had to get a different windscreen for it. I had to get the thicker one because the thin one is not wonderful. All right, Mika, what's up? What's up? How are you today? Sorry for the noise, guys. All right, so if you guys got questions, hopefully I got some answers. How's everybody doing today? I'm good, Mitos. Thank you. Tracy wants to know if I have an answer for everybody. No, probably not. I'm not that good. Sorry. Cool burn. Hey, hey. Nice to see ya. Is the music loud enough, guys? The music might need to go up a little bit more, I think. Let's try that. Let's try that. That should probably be a little bit better, I think. All right, so Mr. Random says, what is your favorite Warbots 2018 or Warbots 2022? Well, I'll tell you what, if you take away the new gravity amplifier and the blinding weapons and stuff like that, all the purple shields, right before they added that stuff, I thought the game was amazing. Then they added all that junk, and hey, it's kind of getting annoying a little bit, I think. So if we could go back to right before they added the purple shield microchips, the game was pretty awesome back then. What's up, Hunker? Mika, what's up, what's up? Football, how you doing? Ah, man. Hunker, I'm sure it'll be gone in a couple days, my man. But yeah, I'm telling you right now, the one thing I'm really getting annoyed with is I spawn in, somebody locks me down. Right about the same time the lockdown ends, somebody freezes me, and then I get hit with the gravity amplifier, and then I'm suppressed. And then I get blinded by the Titan weapons, then I get gravity amplified again, then I get locked down, and then I get frozen again, then I'm gravity amplified. And the game's ended before my first robot can even get to the first beacon. Alright, that might be a little bit of an exaggeration, but yeah. I'm getting really tired of all the things that... Oh, I forgot to mention, and then when you're trying to shoot somebody on top of all that, you cannot hit anybody because everybody's got 15 shields. So yeah. It's getting a little bit on the crazy side for me, guys. Alright, will we ever see gameplay of not so common drones like the Eye, Sharpshooter, Reviver, etc.? I've always wanted to see some of that. Well, thing is, you can't really see the drones in action. I mean, you can kind of like maybe sort of see the drones in action, but most of those don't really do much, so when it comes to drones, I find that the drones are really, really important. So if you run like the lower quality drones, they usually don't do very well. Like if those drones were good, I would probably use them. I mean, there's a couple of them that are okay, but I don't personally like them. It's hard to make a video just to like feature the gameplay of a drone as well, because you can't really see it doing much, you know what I mean? So that's kind of hard to make a video about drone gameplay, I think. Now, like if you throw on the Nebula, I mean, you can see that thing healing you up like crazy, you know what I mean? But if you put like a weaponized drone that's got a weapon on it and you shoot somebody with a drone weapon, that's like a little pea shooter that doesn't really do much of anything, so. Alright, so Randy Price says, I'm an oldie, I use the Butch Raging Invader. Well, I'll tell you what, Invader is still amazing. I don't know about the other ones, but Invader is awesome. I like Invader a lot. Alright, nice. Robot Warfare says, finally got a maxed hanger. That is awesome, buddy. That is amazing. Congratulations on that. Coburn says, the music is good. Thank you, thank you. Alright. We got Robob Marley in the house. What's up, what's up? Alright, so you guys got questions? Bring them on. I'll try and answer for you. Roy U4, how's it going, my friend? Does the Orion mothership charge the nuclear amplifier? You know what, astronaut? I don't really know. I've never... I don't know that one. I'm sorry. I would assume it does because it counts as damage, so I would think it does, but I've never really paid too much attention. I'll have to try that out one of these days, because I'm telling you what, that's a lot of damage that thing does. What's up for Drag? How's it going? Yeah, I mean, I don't think the gameplay is unfair right now. I just think there's too many things that keep you from hitting people or keep you from moving. It's like everything in the game is designed to stop you from doing what you're supposed to be doing. It's a robot fighting game and everything makes so we can barely fight. I mean, unless you're like a Kepri or something, you can just run into the center and there's a big brawl in the center. Like, it's hard to be a sniper these days. It's hard to do anything except for up close brawling, I think. Patrick, how you doing? What is the fastest way to get silver aside from paying for it? Well, play a lot of games. Find out what gives you honor points, alright? When a game ends, there's a little thing you should be able to click on to see how much honor you got or what the honor points do. Try to do everything on the list that gives you honor points. The more honor points you have, the more silver you're going to get. So you just got to play your butt off. Unfortunately, there's nothing besides spending money. I mean, if you buy the operations or you buy this or you buy that, you can get some silver quickly. But if you can, buy the VIP pass. I mean, sometimes those pop up in the daily deals for dirt cheap. If you can get VIP and play a lot of games, you can earn a lot of silver. But unfortunately, yep, not easy to get a lot of silver quickly without spending money or playing a couple hours a day. Well, Tracy says sell all the stuff you're not going to use. I agree with him to an extent, but make sure it's not something you're going to want to play later down the line. Because Tracy loves selling all of his stuff, but he doesn't mind it. Me, I want to have everything. Like, I want to have at least one of every bot if possible. And at least like a good set or two of all the weapons, so. Yeah, the more honor points you get, the more silver you earn. So if you happen to have any honor boosters, if you run those when playing with a good squad or something like that, those will really boost your silver up while you're playing in a squad or, you know, whatever. But normally, if you can find a really good team to play with, that's the best time to run the honor boosters. Now, some of them might get mad because, let's just say you run an honor booster, you're probably going to come in first place. Even if they scored like 15 million damage and you scored 2, you're going to come in first or second or something. So some people get a little upset about that, but it's a good way to get extra silver. Robot Warfare just sold a bunch of stuff for 9,500 million silver. It was crazy. Spent it all on the last 40% off Silver Day. Yeah, you know, those 40% off deals are amazing. I wish they brought those out more because, man, those do well. Those do well. How do you... Sweetie Demon, I don't really know if it's going to be $4,000 to get the new bot, but you want to wait for really, really good deals to show up. Like, if you want to spend some money, I would not suggest going in there and buying the expensive packs of coins. Wait till they're on a hell of a deal and then buy them. And you might be able to get the robot for cheaper than you think. I really don't know. So we're all pretty much hoping they're going to offer some really inexpensive packs. But it's kind of crazy how much it's going to cost you if you were to buy the packs at normal price or buy the deals that aren't really that good of deals. Yes, it's going to be very expensive to get those robots. So I'm telling you, be on the lookout for the deals, because there's one thing I think that's good about this. We're probably not going to see very many people running five of these things in their hangar because they're a little bit harder to get than normal. So, but if you think about it, it kind of sucks when you go up against a team. You go up against a big old squad and everybody on that team has 5 Khepris in their hangar. That team is almost unstoppable and wins every game. So if it prevents people from getting that many, that's kind of a plus, I guess. But at the same time, it sucks for your average person because it's very hard to get the thing. Yeah, the new leaderboard thing went up today. Looks pretty interesting, I guess. It looks like some people are in like their own leaderboard section. So I don't think everybody's competing against the same leaderboards. I don't know how to explain it, but it seems kind of cool, actually. But I'm just gonna, I'm not really too worried about the leaderboards. I look at it this way. I'm just gonna play the game, and if I make it to the top, sweet. If I don't, hey, is what it is, right? Tracy said, I got 9 million in one free-for-all game with honor boosters. Alright, so Tracy ran honor boosters and he got 9 million silver. Tracy, I got one thing to say about that. That is crazy. Marcus, how you doing? Marcius, I'm probably saying your name wrong there, but welcome to the stream. Stanislav, what's up? How are you? Astronaut says, I don't know how they choose the people for the leaderboards, honestly. My guess is it's probably random, but I don't really know. Or maybe they kind of pay attention to how many trophies you normally get per season, and it lumps those people together. I don't know how it works, honestly. Pixonics never really put a thing out at exactly like how they choose who gets where, so I really don't know, guys. Sorry about that. What's up, Alien? How are you doing today? What's going on, my friend? All right, so Warfare says they should stop nerfing older stuff just to make new stuff seem better. I don't really like nerfs either. I mean, there's times where the nerfs are needed, but I don't mind them nerfing things as long as they don't take it too far. For example, they took the Hell, Scotty, and Snare weapons and they nerfed those into the ground. That was very upsetting. They took the Fafnir and they nerfed that thing into the ground. That sucks. I mean, if you look at something like the Phantom or the Demeter, those were both nerfed, but I can play one of those any day, all day long, and still have a really good time with it. So, not everything that gets changed is bad. They nerfed the toxic weapons, and the toxic weapons are still amazing, so it's okay if they actually just do a little bit of a rebalance, but it's not good when they smush it into the ground, you know what I mean? As long as they don't smush it into the ground, it's not so bad, I guess. But yeah, it's not ideal when something you have and love gets rammed into the ground, but that's one thing. You gotta have a hangar full of diversity. You don't want to have too many of one thing, in my opinion. Like, you really shouldn't have more than like one or two of each robot. Maybe like, you know, one or two sets of each weapons. Because let's just say you have 5 of the same robot running all the same weapons, and then it gets nerfed really hard. That is devastating to your hangar. So don't put all your eggs in one basket, guys. That's why I don't like to run like 5 of one thing or this or that. I never upgrade more than 1 or 2 of each robot, honestly. Now, I did upgrade 3 of the Fafnirs, and look what happened to that guy. So that was kind of a mistake, really. Hello, God bless. Hello. Yep. Robot Warfare said the same thing. Diversity. That's always a good thing to do. Oh yeah, so Leon, it probably takes roughly 3 weeks to 1 month, depending on if you've got all the workshop slots open. It's roughly about a month to build a robot or a weapon in there. So I would say always build the robot first before you start building the weapons for it. If you guys haven't noticed, there's a lot of really nice stuff in the key crates right now. There's a lot of good bots, a lot of good weapons in those key crates. So my advice is when you get keys, look really carefully through those crates before you decide which ones you want to open, because you might get some great stuff out of those crates. Alien says the beautiful Seraph in action. Yeah, you know what? It's a pretty cool looking robot, actually. I like it. It's a lot of fun. Oh yeah, the Freedom skin totally reminds me of Captain America. That's what I feel like. I feel like Captain America floating around in that Kepri. It's really cool. That's one of the coolest skins. I don't like any of the other American skins they've made so far, but I love that one. It's awesome looking. Yeah, Leon, it's a very long time, actually. Chrissy Kimberly, hello, hello. Nice to see you today. Rockzilla, what's up, what's up? Yeah, it does suck when you get a brand new bot and it gets nerfed. So one thing that a lot of you guys should probably do if you're worried about nerfs is look up and figure out which old bots and which older weapons are still good, because those are much less likely to be changed. Like, I wouldn't really worry too much about them changing a lot of the older stuff, except for maybe they'll buff some of the older stuff. So if you can find older stuff that you like, it's way less likely to be changed on you. So that's kind of like a good way to go if possible. Alright, Tracy says he sent you a screenshot in Discord. Yeah, Robot Warfare. I don't know why they made those weapons so bad, because they weren't, in my opinion, they weren't really overpowered, or they weren't really a problem. All I think those needed was made so they couldn't freeze you quite as fast, and that would have fixed any issue there was with that set of weapons. So I don't know why they changed those ones so drastically. That was a little disappointing, actually. Leon, that's a very, very good point. Hopefully they don't do anything with him. Now, I will say this. If you take the Bernadette Wolf pilot off of the Fenrir, it's not really that great in my opinion, but put Bernadette on there and Fenrir is a beast. It's kind of amazing how long that robot has been good for us, so. Fenrir is one of my favorites. He's a little bit slow, but he's just a cool robot. Great hit points, decent firepower. Alright, Peter, I don't really know why they have the Lantern and Dazzlers so they're so strong right now. Like, they do a lot of damage and they blind you with very little cooldown, so it's just like too much blinding. But yeah, stuff like that, we always let them know how we feel about it for sure. Ah, Robot, you had a whole hanger of those. That's a bummer, man. That's a bummer when that happens. Rockzilla says, which mothership do you like best? Well, right now I'm kind of torn between the Northlight and the Orion. Both of those are really, really good. So it's kind of like this. Dreadnought is your starter. It's not very good at all. It's just kind of there, right? If you don't have anything else, use the Dreadnought. Cool. Once you get the Mantis is a really good healer, okay? So if you can get a Mantis, you've got a great healing mothership. The Monarch is a nice little damage dealer. And then if you can get one of the higher ones like the Orion, that thing packs a heck of a punch. The Orion will beat the heck out of pretty much everything. Now Northlight doesn't do much damage, but you can gravity amplify people. You can get a great shield and some nice healing. So in my opinion, Northlight is probably the best one right now. Orion is probably the second best. Between Monarch and Mantis, that depends on if you want healing or do you want damage. Those are both great little motherships. So thing is, they're all pretty good except for the Dreadnought. Alien says, Bernadette Wolf is my girlfriend. I put her in the Fenrir and never put her out again. All right. I think the Fafnir was a nightmare on the battlefield, though. Mainly because he was so fast you couldn't hit him and his weapon would charge up and do so much crazy damage. In my opinion, all they needed to do was the Fafnir, I'm sorry. All they needed to do with the Fafnir was slow him down a little bit and make so his weapon could only do like 2 or 3 times the amount of damage instead of like 50. Robot Warfare, it used to be about twice a year. They would come out with a set of 3 robots. And then 6 months later, they would come out with a set of 3 robots. So the robots always came out in 3s. And now they seem to be bringing one out every couple of months. So the new stuff is coming faster and faster. I mean, it feels like we're always getting something new. Most of us would actually really appreciate if they slowed down how fast they're bringing stuff out. Because we just get some stuff. We're getting comfortable using it. We're having fun with it. And then ba-bam! Something new comes out. So I look at it this way. I don't care if they bring new stuff out. Give me all the new stuff in the world. But don't nerf down the old stuff. That's the way I look at it. If you're going to bring new stuff out, make sure the old stuff is still relevant and playable. That way those of us who can't get the newest stuff still have some good stuff to play. You know what I mean? But no, the game is moving very fast paced right now. I think this weekend there's going to be another Titan, and I think there might be a new drone on the test server as well this weekend. So what is your opinion on the Hell weapons? All right, 5 stars. Unfortunately, the Hell weapons used to be really, really good, but they got changed, I don't know, 6 months ago or something. And it's not really something I would run, honestly. They don't really do a good job like they used to. So if you're up in Champion League, you want to have the hardest hitting weapons possible up there. So you don't really see anybody running those in Champion anymore, because they kind of nerfed them into the ground a little bit. So unfortunately, I'm not a big fan of those weapons anymore. They used to be amazing, but now they're just kind of so-so. Yeah, Leon, it's not very easy to beat a team when they're running crap loads of Khepris. So like, I've got 2 Khepris leveled up and in my hangar, and I would really like to have 3 or 4 or 5, but I know eventually that Khepri is probably going to get changed, and you know what? It may or may not still be good after the change, so I figure I'm not going to risk it. I'm just going to keep my 2 Khepris. 2's enough, you know? I don't think they're going to get changed anytime soon. I think it'll be a few or several months before we see that happen, but we just don't know. We don't know what's going to get changed or when. Robot Warfare, yeah, thanks, buddy. This is pre-recorded games from earlier today, but yeah, I had a couple 9s, couple 8s. We lost most of the games. I'm telling you right now, like, the last 3 days, I don't know what it is with the random teammates, but it's like the other team gets the best randoms and my team gets the worst randoms. It's like they put all the good randoms on one team and all the bad randoms on the other team. So sometimes it's a little hard to win. But for the last 3 days straight, I've been having really bad matchmaking. So it's been rough out there the last couple of days. Ah, nice. 8.1 million. Good. I like to hear that, man. That's awesome when you hit those records. Personal records are amazing. All right, Richard says, what do you think about the other pilot? The other pilot for what, Richard? Since we were talking about the Fenrir pilot, I only like the Bernadette Wolf. I'm guessing you were probably talking about the Fenrir pilot. So I wouldn't run Fenrir with anything other than Bernadette Wolf myself. The Santa Claus pilot is okay. It's going to be a very, very, very small help. It's not really that good. It's not necessarily a bad pilot, but it only helps a little bit, to where Bernadette Wolf helps a lot. Leon, I'm not really sure when they're going to put those in the workshop, but there's a lot of really nice stuff in the workshop right now. Joey, what's up? What's your question, my friend? Richard, I got you, buddy. I was just answering that anyway, so I figured that's what you were talking about. But yeah, Fenrir is definitely one of my favorites at the moment. I love that guy. I love that guy. He's awesome. You are welcome. You are welcome. All right, Rockzilla says my best is 5.5 million. Not bad. I mean, that's pretty good if you got, Mark 1 weapons. Nice job, bud. How do you get the golden shield on your robots? Okay, so some robots have a built-in shield. Some robots you can install microchips. Like if you get a drone, certain drones have a shield slot on the drone. So you run that drone with your robot and put a shield microchip onto that drone, and bam, every time you take so much damage, you get a shield. And number 3 is the motherships. The new Northlight mothership and the what's the other one? Mantis. Yeah, Mantis, I think, and the Northlight both give you shields. I can't remember if Orion... Does Orion give you a shield, guys? I'm having a brain fart over here, but mainly it's either the robot's got it built in, you can get it from the microchips, or the motherships. Those are the 3 main things right there. Is Behemoth Muta Ludwig? Yes, Behemoth Muta is still very good in my opinion. I like it, I like it. I don't actually have the game. This is just a pre-recorded video. I don't have the game up right now. Yeah, the four-legged robot, yes, it has a blue shield. Like, I got a really good video on drones and microchips. If you go to my channel and you scroll down and find my drone and microchip playlist, I go over all that stuff right there. That might be a really big help to you. What's up, Glenn? How you doing, my friend? But yeah, the blue shields are almost worthless these days. Like in the lower leagues, they're probably okay, but when you get up in the champion leagues, the blue shields don't do very well. The blue shields don't block energy weapons, so energy weapons go right through them, and you're going to find a lot of energy weapons in Champion League. Alright, I actually have a video explaining all the different shields in the game. You got a blue shield, you've got a yellow shield, you got a purple shield, and then you have something called a reflector shield. So if you want to see like more detail about it, maybe go find that video, but this is basically how it works, okay? Your blue shield has so many hit points, and it blocks kinetic weapons and I think flamethrowers. It blocks a few types of weapons. Other weapons can go right through it. That one's called the Ancile shield. Next, you have something called an Aegis shield, which is the golden ones, and nothing gets through that. That shield has X amount of hit points, and it stays up until the hit points are gone. The next one is called the Absorber shield, which only stays up for a short period of time, but once the Absorber shield is up, nothing can get through it unless you have a shield breaker pilot or something along the lines of that on your robot. And then next we have the Absorber shield, which doesn't actually protect your robot from taking damage. You will take less damage, but some of the damage that you do take is directed back at the person that's hitting you. So if you're running the clear or the white shield, that's the Absorber, not the Absorber, I'm sorry, the Reflector shield. And anytime somebody shoots you, they take damage, and your damage taken is reduced. So hopefully that kind of explains it. All right, so drones, once you get to a certain level, they will unlock. There's a bunch of drones you can buy in the store. Most of them around 6,000 gold, I think. Right now, I think the Nebula is probably the best drone you can get for most situations. Like when you do unlock the drones, look into the Nebulas right now, because I don't care what robot you're running, you can throw a Nebula on it and the Nebula is going to help you out. The Nebula does have a shield slot, it's got defense slots, and I think it allows you to do a little bit of extra damage as well. So it's an all-around really good drone. Plus it heals you up. It's got a healing ability built into the drone. So Nebula is by far my favorite drone. There's a couple that are really good, but that one is by far my favorite. What about Magnums? I'm not a real big fan of Magnums. They're very old weapons. They're very cheap to upgrade. I mean, they're okay for what they are. I could throw a set of Magnums on something and I could play it no problem, but I wouldn't exactly be happy with the amount of damage they're putting out. They're close. The Magnums aren't bad, but they're not great. I kind of like the Magnums just because they're cool old weapons and they never run out of ammo, but they're not my favorites. I would much prefer to run something else. But yeah, Behemoth Smuta is still very good. I think I already answered that, but if not, there's your answer. Leon, I think Orochi is still very dangerous if you play it right. Top 3 Kefri setups. All right, so Kefri with Nebula or Kefri with the Beak. The Beak's good if you want more damage. Nebula is good if you want more defense, okay? And as far as weapons, the brand new shotguns with the bomb effect are amazing. The toxic weapons are amazing. The sonic weapons are amazing. And crap, what's the other set I like? there's another set. Oh, the flamethrowers. Those are pretty much my favorite setups on that guy. What is the best chip to lock down your enemies? Well, as far as I know, there's really only one lockdown chip you can put on your drones. So if you put the lockdowner chip on one of your drones, it'll help you lock them down quicker. Joey says, what's that? What's what, my friend? What's up, Hugo? Dusk, how are you doing, buddy? Good to see you again. All right, Joey, you're almost at level 27. All right, so you're pretty new to the game. Welcome to the game, and I hope you're really enjoying it. It's a very fun game. You just have to keep playing and have some patience. And I got a bunch of little playlists on my channel with different tutorials and stuff. So if you just go to my channel and scroll down to those playlists, hopefully you'll find some really good stuff on there. Richard says rocket launchers are shotguns. If you're saying rocket launchers or shotguns, there's not many rocket weapons in this game that I particularly like myself. But I do like the brand new shotguns like the cudgel, the mace, and the hammer. I really, really like those shotguns. Those are some of my favorite weapons right now. Now, most of the older shotguns I don't really like very much. If I could only max out 2 Titans, which ones would I choose? I would probably go with Luchador and Heimdall. Luchador is a great little brawler. Heimdall is a nice like mid-ranged fighter. They're both very, very fun to play, and I think they both do a very good job. Not everybody seems to love the Heimdall, and I'm not really sure why, but if you play it properly, it's excellent. Joey, I think you have to reach level 30 if I remember correctly. It's either like level 26 or level 30 is when you unlock the drones. Somewhere in that range. Like there's a certain level where quite a few different things unlock for you. And it doesn't take all that long to get there really. If you play a lot, you'll be up to that rank or whatever before you know it. So... You know, Dale, they actually did buff the Trident not too long ago, and it's still not very good after the buff. I don't remember exactly what it was they did to it, but I was like, oh, cool, they buffed the Trident. And then I tried it out, and I was like, oh, that really wasn't that good. But what can you do? You know what I mean? Okay, best sniper bot. I'll tell you what, I think if you have a Behemoth with 4 of the Prismas on it, that is an amazing sniper. Behemoth is a great sniper. The next one I want to say for sniping would probably be the Erebus, but Erebus relies on a shield to stay alive. If somebody has a shield breaker pilot, or if somebody gets inside of your shield, they will wreck you quick once your shield is no longer protecting you. So I still think Behemoth is probably one of the best snipers in the game. It's got 4 heavy weapons. That is just pure power right there. Robot Warfare says, do you think a Sharinga Striker can still be good? Well, I do know a couple people who play that and they do amazing with it, but most people don't. So if you can figure out how to play that correctly, yes, it can be very, very good. But most of the time, I don't think it works for me. What two robots do I think are the best? So currently, Kepri is still got to be the best robot in the game overall. Kepri is definitely number one. It's a tank, and it's also a support. So not only are you super hard to kill, you've got healing, you give your teammates defense points, you do all kinds of stuff. Kepri is just grade A, top notch right now. Fenrir is one of my second favorite robots with the Bernadette Wolf pilot. Once you put Bernadette Wolf pilot on him, he gets twice as many hit points and he becomes a super tank. So those are two of my favorite robots right now. But there's a lot of really good ones. So there's probably a few that a lot of people would say are better than the Fenrir, but some of it comes down to personal preference and what fits your playing style. But there's a lot of really good little robots out there. Yeah, Richard says Scorpion loves him, and I love the Scorpion. But yeah, Scorpion is a nasty little dude that can easily get inside of your shields. Oh, Revenant is still an excellent robot right now. So if you had a couple Revenants, a couple Kepris, a couple Fenrirs, that would make a really amazing hanger right now. The new robot that just came out, the Seraph, it's a really cool bot. I think eventually that's probably going to be one of those things that we see all over the battlefield. But right now, yeah, Kepri is number one. Behemoth is another one of those robots. If you build the Behemoth right, it's freaking amazing. The Invader, he's an old school bot. This Invader Spider, creepy crawly guy. That robot is awesome. Lower on the firepower, but very hard to kill. So currently, running tanky robots that are hard to kill is kind of where it's at. Everybody's running robots with lots of hit points. So you kind of need a lot of hit points and good firepower to take down all the robots with the high hit points. So you need something that deals crazy amounts of damage quickly, or something that's got just as many hit points as your enemy. So tanks are kind of it at the moment. Tracy says Jaeger is the best bot in the game, but yeah, I think he's making stories up over there. I hate Jaeger, man. We all hate Jaeger. All right, Roy, yeah, we have no idea what they're going to put in the operations passes. I mean, I kind of look at it this way, you know, they're going to do what they want with those. Then you have the option, you can buy it or not buy it. If you want it, buy it. If you don't want it, wait for something better, because there's going to be passes that you like. There's going to be passes that you don't like. So that one really comes down to personal preference. I mean, there's probably some people out there that love what's in this current operations. Then there's a lot of people who say, nope, I'm not going to buy that just because I don't want any of that stuff, you know? So you just kind of got to wait for the ones you actually want to come along. Okay, so per drag, I would not run I don't think Cudgel and Cremola work all that well together because the reload times are really off. And Cremola is really designed to be a longer range weapon that bends around corners. So you can't really take advantage of the way it bends around corners along with a set of shotguns as well. So I don't think that would really be a great setup. Now, Cudgel and Magnetar. Cudgels hit really hard. Magnetars will lock people down, or at least have the potential to. You might want to run a lockdown chip on your drone if you're running just two Magnetars, because two of them is a little bit of a slow lockdown time. But yeah, if you're running like a Nebula, throw a lockdown chip on it, or whatever you're running. If you're running the drone with a lockdown slot, put that lockdown on there. It's going to lock people. It's going to beat people up. That would be my choice. Personally, I don't like the cremolas very much. They're okay, but I like the medium and the heavy version a lot, but I don't love the light version that much. Cudgel Scatter is a very interesting build. The only problem with that is the reloads don't match very well, so if you're probably never going to let your Sonics reload fully, but it's actually a good build. I would have no problem running that around Ludwig, but it's not ideal, but it works very well. Like, let's just say you don't have 4 of the same weapon, you can throw that on there and you can get out in Champion League or any league and just beat the crap out of people with it. So I'd say that's a good build. Ah, dang it. Son of a butt, get out of here. Get out of here, you bungholes. Hold on. Let me get rid of these porno site peoples. Report. Nasty stuff. Report. Goodbye. Let's see. Report. Unwanted pornography. Goodbye. I wish those bots didn't come in here. My other YouTube channel, when I live stream, those things come to the freaking streams and spam it up. So I had to put it to subscriber only mode so they can't get in here. I hate those things. Okay. Goodbye, you nasty porn bots. Never click on those things, guys. You don't know where it's going to take you. You never know where it's going to take you or if it's going to install a virus on your computer. So when you see links like that, if it's not like the official Streamlabs bot or something, never click on those things because you don't know what it is or where it's going to go. So yeah, stay away from those turd tacos. They're out to get you somehow. I don't know if they're just trying to advertise their business and make some money, or if they're out to harm you or your computer or something. You know what I mean? I don't trust them. I don't trust them one bit. All right, what time are you going to be on, and can you add me to your group if you have one? How much in gold and silver do you have? I'm not really sure what you mean by group or what time will I be on. Like, I don't really, as far as like, if you're talking about when will I be playing the game, I don't really have any set times to be playing. Like, I just get on when I get a chance, you know what I mean? I don't say, hey, let's get on at 5 o'clock or hey, let's get on at 2 o'clock. Usually it's just like, I'm going to get on and play a few games here, a few there. Now, if you're talking about groups like the clan in the game, I think our clan is set up so we only accept champion players, maybe. Tracy, thank you, buddy. Tracy, are we only taking champion players? Tracy is actually the leader of our clan there. But as far as gold and silver, that's one of those things where normally I don't have very much. I actually got some really amazing deals. I got these deals where it was like you can get 40,000 gold for $10. So I bought that 3 times. That was like 120,000 gold. So right now I think I got about 90,000 gold left. I can't normally afford to spend very much money on the game to buy the resources, so okay, so Tracy says champion and high masters are welcome into our clan. Hey, if anybody needs a clan, we're on Android. I don't know if we have any room left, but if we do, talk to Tracy there about maybe wanting to join or whatever. Techno, how you doing today? All right, so Joe, one thing you got to realize is whatever league you're in, you don't want to play with people way above your league. Like, I'm in Champion League, and if you were to bring somebody in from like gold or diamond that's got like a lower level hanger, they would be obliterated and probably out of bots within the first 2 to 3 minutes of the game. So Normally, you don't want to squad with people that are higher league than you. You want to find people with a similar league to play with, or you're just going to get beat up really bad. So, like, one thing you guys got to realize is whatever the highest league player is in your squad, let's say you get 6 guys in the squad, 1 guy's in champion and everybody else is diamond. Well, unfortunately, since you have 1 champion player, everybody is going to end up in champion league. So I wouldn't squad with anybody that's more than maybe like 1 league higher than you or something like that. If not, you're probably not going to have a very good time if you're way above your league or something like that. What's up, Crack the Sky? What's up, Oblivion? Alright, Oblivion says, I'm in Diamond. I can easily kill Expert and Masters players. Well, either you've got a lot of skill or you're pretty good at the game. Wait a second. That didn't come out right. That's kind of the same thing, isn't it? I was going to say either you've got a lot of skill or you've got a very nice hanger for your league. One or the other then. But yeah, that's cool actually. Alright, so Nathan says, I don't have the Orion battleships, but it did 590,000 damage. Yeah, Nathan, the Orion's a little bit crazy right now. I don't know if it's supposed to be doing the amount of damage it's doing, but the Orion is hitting crazy hard. It's actually kind of ridiculous how hard the Orion is hitting. I mean, it's a beast right now. But it shoots over and over and over again. It's just like bam, bam, bam. I'm not really sure how much damage it's capable of doing in total, but it will mess a person up.
Thank you so much for the donation. You are awesome.
Correct. Thank you, buddy.
RH donated $2 through Super Chat. Run, Tracy. I am coming for you. Ha ha ha.
Crack, thanks, my friend. I appreciate that. Tracy, you better watch out. Crack's after you, buddy. Crack's coming to get you. Tracy, you're going to die. You're going to die. Crack's going to blow up your robots, dude. All right, Nathan says, what do you do if you don't really have... Well, if you have really good robots, but you don't have the resources? Play a lot of games. Play as many games as you can and spend your resources wisely. So when you do get the silver, you just have to sit there and slowly level your stuff up. So this is my advice to somebody who is kind of newer to the game. Maybe has some nice stuff, but can't really afford to upgrade it all. Stick with 1 set of robots, okay? Once you get 5 robots that you really like, stick with those 5 robots until they're maxed out. All right, put weapons on those that you like and stick with that until it's maxed out. Don't get your robots and bots to like level 9 or 10 like I did, and then as soon as you get something new, stop upgrading that stuff and start upgrading the new stuff. For years, I never had anything past level 9 or level 10 because that's exactly what I did. I would get new stuff, and by the time I got it upgraded to like level 9 or level 10, I would get more new stuff, and then I would pull what was currently in my hangar out and replace it and start over, and I never got anywhere. I had this hangar full of like so many weapons and so many bots all at low level. Once I started just saying, hey, I'm gonna put 5 robots, I'm gonna put my favorite 5 bots in here, fill them up with my favorite weapons that I currently have, and I'm gonna upgrade those until they're maxed. When I started doing that, and then once those are maxed, then start upgrading the other stuff. That was such a big help right there. Like, I mean, I spent probably 3-4 years in the game never having more than level 9 or 10 bots because I tried to upgrade every single thing that I got, and unfortunately that's going to hinder you more than it's going to help you. So All right, so Robot Warfare, we're called RH, Ruthless Hunters. But yeah, Tracy's the leader. I think Robot Warfare might be wanting to join us, Tracy. Oh, you're on iOS. Unfortunately, iOS players cannot join other clans. You have to find an iOS clan right now. So that kind of sucks. But eventually, they're going to fully merge the platforms to where we can all be in the same clan. But so we can get into games together. But let's just say you're on Android. I'm on Android. You're on iOS. Now we can get into games together, but we cannot invite each other to play games, and we can't be in squads together or clans together because for some reason the servers are not fully merged. So you're kind of stuck squatting or being in a clan with people who are on your platform. So but yeah, eventually they're going to merge the platforms, which I can't wait because there's all these people on iOS that I know that I want to either play with or would love to get into our clan, but as of right now, it's just not possible, unfortunately. But I know they've been talking about doing that for a while. I know they're working on it. It's kind of a slow process, but eventually it's going to happen. All right, so Oblivion, I'm not really so sure about the Shell. Shell is an okay robot. Like somebody was saying the other day, the only time they feel that Shell is really good is when you run shells in packs. Let's just say you're in a squad with 4 or 5 guys, everybody drops a shell, runs into the enemy's beacon or whatever and just starts blowing up and destroying everybody. That's when shells are really, really good still, but if you're like the only guy on your team with a shell, I'm not really so sure it's going to do you that well. But everything else on your list right there is great. All right. Everything else on there is very, very good. So I would say yes. Besides the shell, that would be a great Hinger. So Kefri is amazing. Fenrir is good. Behemoth is good. Invader's good. I love all of those robots. Cool Burn. I'm already in a clan, buddy, but thank you. All right, so King, how's it going? Glad you can make it by the stream, buddy. That's awesome. All right, so right now these Smutas are very good weapons. I'm not sure when they're gonna change those or nerf them or, rebalance them, but as of right now, they are totally worth upgrading. Smutas are very hard-hitting, monstrous machines that will blow you up. So until they decide to change them, which they probably will at some point, it could be next week, it could be 6 months from now, we just don't know. But at the moment, yes, those are totally worth leveling up. Now, for the Calamities are really cool weapons, but they have one major drawback, which is the lock-on time. So a lot of people refuse to play the Calamities just because they don't like the lock-ons. And the lock-on does suck, okay? I'm not going to lie to you, the lock-on sucks, but if you can lock onto somebody and you can get in really close, those Calamities will melt people fast. Now, Calamities, the further away you are, the less damage they do. The closer you are, the more damage they do. So those are really designed to be a up-close, in-your-face weapon if you want them to hit really, really hard. So they're not perfect. They're still very good weapons in the right situation, but not everybody loves them still. Ludwig says, I'm thinking there might be another War Robots live show. Well, I don't really have any information to give you on that one at the moment, but it's very possible they could do something like this again. Like stuff they're working on, I can't really tell you about, you know what I mean? There's things we're allowed to share, there's things we're not allowed to share, but it's a possibility. Don't really have any information to give you about it at the moment though. Okay, so Shell or Scorpion for Beacon Rush? Scorpion is an awesome little assassin robot. I mean, he's not really going to grab many beacons. The only time Scorpion's really good for grabbing beacons, if let's just say there's a guy on the beacon, he's kind of low health, you can teleport in behind him and steal his beacon. But that's about the only time Scorpion's great for grabbing beacons, but he is an amazing assassin. I love Scorpion, he's very fun. I would rather play the Scorpion any day, but that's just me. I mean, I guess Shell would probably be the better beacon runner. The one thing about Shell right now though is the new shotguns tear Shell to pieces so fast. Like Shell barely stands a chance at all against the new shotguns. So I know I'm missing some of your guys' questions. I'm very sorry. They're going kind of fast. What's up, Epic? How you doing? Epic, yeah, we probably got a little while to go left on the stream, so we'll probably be streaming for another good 30-40 minutes or something like that. Where'd that go? Okay, so I think the decay weapons are good at any range. They don't hit as hard as certain weapons, but you know what? No matter what range you're at, the decay weapons do the same amount of damage. And they're very, very good. They're not really designed to be, you know, in-your-face brawling weapons. They're not going to do as much damage as like the Sonics or the new shotguns, but they're going to do all-around good damage no matter where you're at. So, I mean, I've been brawling with them, but I would much rather have the new shotguns or the toxic weapons or something on my brawlers. So they're more of a, yes, they're more of a longer to mid-range type of weapon. That's what they're really designed for. But if you have to brawl with them, like if you get in the situation where you just can't stay back and the enemies are close to you and you're forced to brawl, they're going to do okay. Definitely not as good as the actual brawling weapons, but they will do okay. Ah, yeah. Sweetie Demon, punchers on the Behemoth are sick. Punchers on the Behemoth are sick. Punchers, Mutas, and the brand new weapons, or even the hammers. Those are my 4 favorite Behemoth setups right now. The majority of people really like the punchers. That seems to be the favorite at the moment. Punchers are brutal. I mean, they'll kill Titans quick. Especially if you got a couple nuclear amplifiers on there and you get those up to full stacks. They will tear people to pieces. You just gotta learn to stop shooting when the purple shield pops up. So those purple shields do suck up a lot of the damage, unfortunately. You go to shoot somebody, you're firing your weapons off, and bam, purple shield pops up. And if you don't stop shooting, all of the rest of your ammo just goes right into that shield and it gets wasted. So you gotta be really careful with anything that unloads fast. Okay, Oblivion, I would say right now a second Kefri would be the best bet. T-Falcon is really fun, he's really cool, he's very hard to kill, but he's got really low firepower. So I don't really recommend the T-Falcon anymore, but he's still a good bot, but Kefri is by far superior to the T-Falcon. I mean, if you can run 2 Kefris in your hangar, I would recommend it. What do I think about Sonic Revenant? GG. I like it. It's a little bit hard to use, but if you're comfortable running 200 meter weapons on your Revenant, and you're one of those people that have the patience to sit there and let that thing reload after it's out of ammo, You can beat the heck out of some people with those sonic weapons. I don't care what robot you put those sonics on. If you play them right, they are amazing. Sonics are probably the hardest hitting weapons in the game. Plus they make so people can't heal up. So you cannot go wrong with Sonics as long as they fit your playing style. I don't like playing them myself. They don't really fit my playing style, but man, they are brutal. They are brutal. Alright, Elijah says, are the Prismas worth leveling up? I'm going to say yes and no. The Prismas are great sniper weapons. I mean, if you play a lot of Team Deathmatch, yeah, you might want to run some Prismas. If you play a lot of beacon games, I would say no. Look for something else. Sniper type builds are not good in beacon games. But if your main thing is Team Deathmatch, then yeah, Prismas are very, very hard hitting weapons. Especially if you can get 4 of them on a Behemoth or 3 of them on something else. They're pretty awesome, but they are not good. They are not good at all for beacon games. What are the bots who can give Harpy Siren a good fight? So Dale, anything that's got a lot of hit points. If you see a Harpy go up, shoot that sucker. Shoot him out of the air. If your bot's not squishy and you got a lot of hit points, whatever damage it reflects back to you, you can take it. So, I mean, if you got like a Kefri or a Fenrir or, you know, anything that's got good hit points, just shoot the crap out of that thing and try and kill it. Scorpions, okay? Scorpions are a really good robot. You wait for that thing to land and then teleport in with your Scorpion. Same with a Revenant. Wait for them to land, teleport back there and just smash them because they're very squishy bots. When they're not up in the air with that shield, they die crazy easily. So that's my advice for taking those out. Or anything else with the bendy weapons. If you got like the Smutas and the Kermolas, when they land, if you can hit them from around the corner or something, that will just obliterate them really quick as well. Alright, so I did make a... I don't think I did a video on the Seraph yet, did I? The other day I was on a live stream. I mean, it's tearing people up if you play it right. I really like the Seraph with the decays a lot. Right now, I'm not actually playing. Right now, this is just recorded footage. I recorded like 4 or 5 games earlier today, and then I just got it on a loop right now so you guys have something to look at. I can't read all the comments and answer all the questions like this while I'm actually playing, so on these type of streams, you're just going to watch the pre-recorded footage. Much better than watching a blank screen. Alright, Perdrag says, does Wayland... Yeah, Wayland's kind of worth upgrading. Alright, so here's the deal with the Wayland. He's a great healer. He's very tanky, but not everybody wants to play the Wayland. Not everybody likes playing the Wayland. So if you actually enjoy playing the Wayland, I would say yes, it's very, very good for the most part. It's not one of the best robots in the game. I would give it about a 7.5, maybe about an 8 out of 10. So if you got it set up right, you can go in there, you can go up into healing mode, and you can just sit there, and you're kind of a support, right? You're probably not going to deal crap loads of damage. You can put some Smutas on it if you have 2 Smutas on the Wayland, but it'll be really hard for the enemies to kill you when you're in the healing mode. So you can just sit there and heal everybody up. And you kind of want to follow your teammates around and move with your teammates. Go where your teammates need you to go. Alright, because your job is to heal them up. So it can be really, really good if played right. But not everybody likes it. I can't guarantee. I think the majority of people probably would not like it. I think it takes the right person to play the Wayland. But Wayland can be pretty decent still. I wouldn't say that's something you should focus on building unless you've already got a really awesome hangar. Once you got like 5 amazing bots in there, that's when you start wanting to be like, hey, maybe I should build a Wayland, or maybe I should build this or something just to have for fun. Nathan, I don't know if that would change the meta if they got an extra 50 meters, but it would make the, you'd be surprised how much easier it would be to use the sonic weapons if they added an extra 50 meters to them. I don't really know if it would change it, but it would definitely, we would probably see a lot more of them out there than we do right now. So I think more people would start using them. But one of the things is something that hits that hard, you don't really want it to have a long range. You gotta be able to get it in really close to use those. So you gotta be, they make them very hard to use. So there's a big risk and a lot of reward if you can use them properly, I guess. So I don't think they're ever gonna do that, but you never know. Dale says he used to use the Fury with a jump on it to snipe from crazy spots. You know what? That's a lot of fun. You know what I used to love to do that with was my regular Falcon. Falcon, you put the 3 heavy weapons on it, you get back behind cover, you bring all 3 heavies out, you jump up in the air, you hit somebody, then when you land, you step out from behind cover, hit them again, then get back to cover before your ability wears off. That is such a fun bot to play. But yeah, I've never really played much Fury. I think I've played Fury once or twice. So I never really got to experience that bot too much. Nice, Padrag. You got 2 smooches to throw in there. I think you'd like that. Alright, so Epic uses jump on the Behemoth. That's a very good setup for Behemoth. A lot of people don't want to play anything other than healing, but you know what? If you can get by with using the jump module on, if you put 4 punchers and a jump module on the Behemoth, it becomes very scary and very dangerous if you know how to play it right. So that's a really good setup. Tracy says, guys, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel and share the stream with your friends. So thank you, Tracy. I appreciate that, buddy. But Epic, yeah, that sounds really cool, actually. Thanks for being a channel member, my friend. Alright, so Jedediah says, which do you prefer, Minos or Muramits? Alright, so I don't really like the Minos. It's a really good Titan, but I can't figure out how to play it right. Every time I play Minos, I get my butt stomped into the ground so fast it's not even funny. I suck with the Minos. Now, Muramits, if you've got some patience, you wait for the other Titans to come out. You go up in the air, you smash the other player's Titans, you go back behind cover. Muramits is one of the most dangerous robots in the game right now. That's the only Titan I'm actually scared of. When I see a Muramits go up, my robots start shaking and going, oh my god, and they try to run on out of there. So, yeah. I would say definitely the Muramits, but there's other people would say no, Minos. I know a few people who pilot a Minos and they just rock it out with it. They tear people up with it. So I guess that one really comes down to which one fits your playing style, but I think the Muramits is much easier to use. Only problem with the Muramits is he is very squishy, so he doesn't have a lot of hit points. He dies very easy, so you kind of got to stay behind cover, wait for his ability to get ready, go up in the air, smash people, and land back behind cover where nobody can get you. So it's not an easy guy to use. What's up, Adam? How's it going? Dale says something about Zeus on Behemoth. You know, I actually tried that recently. I was expecting it to hit so much harder than it really did, because I know Zeus got buffed not too long ago, but It was a really fun setup to play, but I was a little disappointed in the damage. Yeah, Jedediah, it's supposed to be really hard to use because it does a lot of damage. I mean, that does more damage. The sonic weapons do more damage than anything in the game, so they gotta be hard to use or they would just obliterate people. Like if those had like a 400, 500 meter range, oh my god, everybody would just be like destroyed everywhere. So those are hard to use for a reason. Merv? What is Merv, Nightcrawler? Oh, Murr. I'm sorry, I read that wrong. There's my dyslexia. Yeah, Miramitz is crazy OP. How you doing, Nightcrawler? Yeah, thanks for getting rid of the spammer, Tracy. I appreciate that. That's very nice of you. Adam shared it on Facebook. Thanks, bud. I appreciate that. That is awesome. Dale says good versus shields. Which thing? The what's good against shields? But I still think like Miramitz, I still call that guy the secret weapon. I don't care what weapons you put on it. You put the new like Pantagruel type weapons. You can put the old school machine guns on it. Pretty much anything, man. The new blindy weapons, you get up there, you will just eat up the luchadors. You'll eat up the other titans. I mean, it's really just designed to be the titan to destroy other titans. And it's also great at taking out like tanks. Like it's also great at taking out Kepfreys. It's good at taking out Revenants, Fenrirs. It's basically a tank and titan destroyer. So it's crazy overpowered in my opinion. I don't know why I don't play mine more often because I really love it every time I play it. I think I'm not really the type that likes to hang out behind buildings. You know what I mean? I like to get in there and I like to fight up in your face. So that's probably the main reason I don't play the Miramitz as much. Even though I love it, it's not really my style, but man, it's awesome. For Drag, I'm glad you're enjoying the stream, buddy. I should do this more often. I really should. I don't know why I don't do this once a week or at least every other week. My plan was to do one of these every other week, but I don't know. I got a lot of health issues and sometimes I don't feel good and I get really tired some days. And a lot of times on Monday, I'm thinking in the morning, like, yeah, I'm going to do a stream later. And then I'm just so tired or I just feel like so much crap. I don't end up getting around to it. So, but yeah, I should try and do these at least every other Monday or something. It's actually fun answering all the questions. I like it. What is my dream for this channel? Okay, so my goal is to get 10 billion subscribers and make a billion gazillion bajillion dollars, and then, yeah. That'll probably never happen, but that would be nice. But I would like to get more subscribers, make a little money off of it, and have a heck of a lot of fun and hang out with you guys. I mean, that's really what it's about. You know, I got health problems, so I rely on my income from YouTube, but I also just love doing videos and hanging out with people on the streams and stuff. It's a lot of fun. It's it's just such a good time doing this. I mean, I love being a YouTuber. It's an awesome time. I mean, you can't beat it. Like, I love coming on and playing games with my friends and, you know, doing the live streams. It's a lot of fun, man. It's a lot of fun. What's up, Mr. Roboto? Yeah, man. Good to see you here. Jerry, you're welcome, buddy. I try to be helpful, you know what I mean? Pretty much every video I make, I try to share something I think people will find useful, whether it's a build or some sort of piece of information or little tips and tricks or something. I mean, most people like to see builds and how stuff works out together. You know, when I do my videos, I don't like to sit there and record 50 games just to pick like the best 2. I like to record a couple games and show you what you get, because that's how it really is out there. I don't care who you are. There is a couple people. Like the other day I was going up against Predator, right? I didn't realize how good he was at timing everything. Like Predator times everything perfectly. He knows like just the right time to use this ability, just the right time to use that. He was wrecking my day because he was timing his abilities perfectly. That man has got the timing down pat. Like, there are a few people that really know how to time their stuff that will just wreck everybody. I think that's my downfall, is sometimes I don't always time my abilities and stuff correctly. So I think a lot of the guys you see out there, most of them that are getting those like living legend after living legends, most of those guys aren't getting that every game, but there are a few people out there that do, just because they're so good at timing. They know just when to use this, just when to use that, when to strike, when to run. I mean, their timing is just perfect. But most of those YouTubers don't go out there and just get like living legend after living legend like that. You know what I mean? There's a lot of those guys that sit there and record for 8-10 hours a day just to get that like 1 or 2 games of perfect footage, and I don't like to do that. I do wish I had better timing though. I do wish I had much better timing on my stuff. Maybe one day I'll figure out my timing a little better, but I don't know. I don't really think I pay too much attention to my timing, which is one of the problems. Like today I was noticing one thing that I really do wrong is when I'm starting to take damage, I hit my healing module, and a lot of times when I'm hitting the healing module, I don't have any ammo in my weapons, and that's a really bad thing because every time I hit the healing module, my weapons do more damage for a few seconds. So the thing is, I should be waiting till I'm fully reloaded and then hitting it. So that's something I started working on doing today. So things like that can really make a big deal. Little things can really help you out a lot if you pay attention to what you're doing or not doing or what other people are doing. Sometimes you can find little tricks that will just really help you a lot. So good timing is huge. All right, Nathan, I don't know if I really have a favorite robot. There's so many of them that I like a lot, but drones, generally, I think the Nebula is a drone that you can put on any robot. It's just phenomenally good no matter what you put it on. You cannot go wrong with the Nebula. Normally, just to make life easier, I put 5 Nebulas in my hangar, and most of the time I just leave them. There are a few drones that are better in the right situation, but Nebula is just amazing. But as far as my favorite robots and favorite weapons, there's certain that's a very hard question to answer because there's so many different robots that I love, and I do notice like certain weapons work better on certain robots. So I always try the different weapons out and find out which robots I like best, or which weapons I like best for each particular robot. Now, I'll usually find like 2 or 3 sets of weapons that really just work good on this. For example, Kepfree, I would run the sonic weapons, the flamethrowers, the new shotguns, or the toxic weapons. I mean, any of those things on there just wreck people. I love those things. But Kepfree is definitely one of my favorites at the moment. But yeah, I love Fenrir, I love Invader, I love Revenant, I love Kepfree. I'm really enjoying the brand new Seraph that just came out. I'm not sure if that's going to end up being one of my favorites or not, but I'm really enjoying playing that guy right now. Phantom is surprisingly good for an old dude. Behemoth is really good. But yeah, Phantom's not as good as the other robots I mentioned, but when I put the Phantom in, man, it is crazy fun. Mender, if you're good with the Mender Harpy and Siren. I mean, I love all these robots, but they all have different uses. They all fit different playing styles, so it's really hard to really just have a one favorite. There's too much good stuff out there. Judge, what's up, buddy? Nice to see you. Yeah, damage on repair. Those chips are what I tend to run on everything. I do have a couple of damage dealt damage chips, which are insane. If you can put those on like a Behemoth with Puncher, every time you do X amount of damage, they just kick on and make you do even more damage. So the on repair unit damage and the damage dealt on... Wait, the on repair unit damage and the on damage dealt damage chips are both just crazy good. There's only a few robots I would put the damage dealt damage on. Everything else though, on repair damage is sweet. Every time I hit my repair module, my weapons do more damage. I love that. Nathan, you out of here, buddy? If so, have a great day. Fat, I don't know, am I saying that right? Fat? That's what it looks like. Guy with the Russian name, welcome to the stream. But yeah, the new Trixie pilot's pretty awesome. It will eat up your power cells though, because you know, if you can spam the healing module over and over again, that gives you a really big advantage, but it will eat your power cells. That's the only thing you gotta watch out for with Trixie. So Judge, how you doing, my friend? Judge is another YouTuber. He's got a cool YouTube channel. Jack, I don't really have anything set up to rate hangars at the moment. Like, if you're on a different platform, there's no way I could even look at your hangars, so... That's one of the main reasons I never really did a rate the hanger thing, is because I can only see people's hangars that are on Android. Now, if you want to tell me what you have in the chat, I'll tell you whether it's good or not, but... Jerry says, thank you for being here. Yeah, you're welcome, buddy. You are welcome. All right, let's go back down to the bottom of the chat. Coolburn, no, this one is just this is just some recorded footage I played earlier. Nah, there's no way I could read all the comments and play like this at the same time, so I just put something up on the screen for you guys to watch so you're not quite as bored. Oh, well, Dale, you're playing Mullet Tees? You know what? I don't think I've ever really played those weapons, to tell you the truth. I don't, I'm trying to remember. I think I tried them once and didn't like them. I can't really remember too much, though. But yeah, cool. We're just answering questions today. Randy W, what's up? What's up? How are you today? All right, Max says, are 2 repair units and a nuclear amplifier good for Kefri? Yes. I noticed a lot of the top players are running 2 of the repair amplifiers and 1 nuclear amplifier. Some guys are running 1 repair amplifier, 1 nuclear amplifier, and an anti-control, or they might be running a heavy armor kit in there or something. But our testing shows that the more nuclear amplifiers you run, the harder your robot is to kill once you get them up to 60 stacks. So it seems like the defense point stacks. So when you run more than 1, all right, you have to get the 60 stacks to hit the full benefit. But when you run more than 1, you hit the amount of stacks quicker. And we think the defense points are actually stacking up as well, because you seem to be a lot harder to kill when you have 2 of them versus just 1 of them. So we're pretty sure something other than, you know, just the stacks up. Yeah, Dale, the Molds have an 800 meter range, which is crazy. If you were playing on a really big map, that would give you a nice advantage. Adam, I am not creative like that when it comes to new maps. I don't really know, man. I just want it to look cool and be fun to play on. Like I'm not very much of an artist or like a designer type of person. So don't ask me about new maps because I don't know, man. I don't really like the idea of teleporters though. Oh, wait, I did have one idea for a new map that I would love to see is a kill house map. Like there's 2 beacons, all right, maybe 3 beacons, one on the left, one on the right, and one in the center. And the map would be little teeny tiny and everybody just drops in and they're just forced to fight the second they drop in. It would just be like a little teeny miniature map with no room to do anything except for beat each other up. So I think that would be really cool. No cover anywhere. Just a straight on fight fest. That's what I would like to see. Yeah, I would love to see, I would call it the Kill House map. I used to play some sort of Call of Duty game. I can't remember what it was, but I think it was called the Kill House. It was a small map, and I mean, it was just chaos. It was chaos in there. There was a little bit of cover and stuff on that map, but man, I could have played that all day long, every day on that one map. It was just awesome. An Aztec type map. Yeah, that would be really cool. But yeah, there's some people that come up with some really neat ideas for maps and robots, and there's some guys that are really good at designing. I think over on Pixonic's official Discord server, they have a section over there where you can go to post that type of stuff if you have ideas and whatnot. But all right, so Epic wants to see a carnival map with a big old Ferris wheel. Epic, would there be a roller coaster we could ride on? We could like shoot people where we were on the roller coaster. Now that would be kind of fun. I just want to get on the roller coaster. Yeah, you know, Sweaty, I gave him this really interesting idea. It was kind of like me and Lee Fighter were talking one day. And he kind of had this interesting idea, but he didn't really have the full idea. It was just like a partial idea. And me and him sat down and like talked about it in like some sort of weird mode that's like sort of like a capture the flag or like a football, like somewhere in between. Like there would be like a crystal that would spawn on one of the beacons, and both teams would start off like on one side, and both teams would have to rush to grab the crystal or whatever. And then whoever picked it up would have to try and like run it into a goal or something. I don't know. We had a pretty cool idea for that, but unfortunately they never made the game mode. Judge, I'm doing good, my friend. Thank you. All right, so Dale, you don't like the orb strikes. I don't think anybody likes getting hit with those, honestly. They are a pain in the buttocks. Yeah, Mac, modules are very expensive. I ran the basic modules until once I think I hit a level 12 hanger, I stopped and I started upgrading some of my modules. But yeah, I ran the basic ones till I hit level 12. So I mean, I had the regular armor kits on there. I did not have good modules on my robots for a long time. Jerry says a cage match. Jack says, I run Luchador, Kefri, Typhon, Behemoth, Fenrir, Skyros, and Mantis. Jack, that's a very nice setup. Typhon's not as good as he used to be, but he's still a really fun robot. And with the right setup and a little bit of skill, he can still be a brutal beater. So yeah, that's a very nice hanger, Jack. Adam says, War Robots Rocket League. Isn't Rocket League like cars that play soccer? I think I've seen a couple like little clips of it, but I've never actually played Rocket League. Doesn't look like something I would be interested in. All right, so Mr. Roboto, there's some pretty interesting stuff. I guess if you have the right microchips on your and the right drone and stuff, if you can combine things correctly, the Masaki Poncho Pilot has some very, very big advantages. But I run the Neon Pilot. I feel that my Kefri has a lot more survivability. If you do the right stuff with the other pilot, you can get some crazy damage. I can't remember exactly what you had to do, but you had to run specific microchips, I think a specific drone. And when you go into your ability, you get a whole bunch of extra damage that lasts longer than normal or something. But I like the Neon. It gives me all the extra durability that I need to stay alive longer. So personally, I find that durability is key. You got to have the durability and you got to have the damage. So you got to find the right balance between the two. But personally, I like the Neon. I know a lot of people that like the Ponchi Masaki thingy. So that one really does come down to personal preference and your setup. Adam says, do you think a car mode with like a transformer type thing where you could shoot his cars? I don't know. I mean, I would like a game like that. I used to play the old school game on PlayStation called Twisted Metal, and that was freaking awesome. I loved it, but I'm not really sure if that's got a proper place in War Robots. Now, if they were to add like maybe one robot that was a car, I would play it. That would be cool. The One Ring. Hey, how you doing? You see me in the game all the time? Very cool, man. How's your day going today? Do you think car, I already answered that one. A water map. Well, Dale, that might be kind of cool, actually. That's a nice idea. All right, so Rick says, I'm running Medea with Mark III Stings on my Kefri. That's interesting. Stings are kind of a very underrated weapon. I don't really like them. I don't like the mechanics of them, but they hit pretty darn hard, actually. You don't have to really aim too well with them. They just kind of do their thing. Stings are a cool weapon. So with the Medea Pilot, yeah, that might be a really awesome setup. I've never actually tried it, but that sounds very interesting. Hey, Venus, how are you doing today? Awesome to see you as always. Landmines. No. I would not want to see landmines added to the game. We've already got too many things that are designed to like keep you from shooting other robots, to slow you down, to make so you can't move, make so you can't turn around. We got airstrikes that bust you up from the sky. We don't need landmines. I don't ever want to see anything like that add to the game, because it's just getting a little too crazy with the amount of stuff that's there to deter you and prevent you from doing what you're supposed to be doing, which is called fighting other robots. This is supposed to be a robot fighting game, not a shoot people shields game or not be able to move. Sometimes it feels like by the time I spawn in, I'm instantly being locked down somehow from right at the start. And by the time I finally make it to the center beacon with my first robot, the game ends because I was constantly locked down, gravity amplified, frozen. I just wasn't able to move anywhere. But no, I don't think I would like that. That would just be a little too over the top for me. Our luck, they're going to bring out transforming robots that their ability like puts landmines down. Oh god, don't give us the ideas. Now we do sort of have a transforming robot, guys. Have you ever paid attention to Nightingale? It kind of looks like a jet plane, and it sort of transforms, not quite. I wish they would have done it a little differently so it would have fully went into airplane mode. That would have been cool. Now we have the ball. The ball is pretty much a transformer. It goes from robot to turtle, so we do kind of have transformers in here, sort of. The Hawk is supposed to be considered a transformer as well, but I wouldn't really say he was a transformer. Hey, Ethan, what's up, buddy? You're getting your Orochi. Cool, cool. You know what? I don't love the Orochi, but if that thing fits your playing style, like I know some people who can really mess you up with the Orochi. If you put 2 Redeemers or 2 of the Sonic weapons up on top of that, man, Orochi can be great if you know how to play it right. I'm not very good with them. Venus wants a ground digging bot. That would be kind of fun, actually. Instead of teleporting, it could just like kind of go down through the ground and then come back up behind somebody. Might be kind of neat. But yeah, Ethan, if you get that thing, I think if it fits your playing style, that's a very good robot. The one's got the Devastator Orochi. Yeah, it's a very scary build to go up against. I fought somebody today that just destroyed me in a Devastator Orochi. I couldn't believe it, but they just beat the crap out of me, and I think I was in a tank robot as well. Was that you? Alright, so you switched out your puncher for the Erebus. Wait a second. What is an Erebus Orochi? I think that's a typo there. If you have Erebus installed on your Orochi, that is one scary machine. Oh, man. Alright. A worm bot. I don't know if I want to see any worm bots. Erebus puncher. Gotcha. See, I've got this. I'm just picturing like an Orochi floating around the map with 2 Erebus on top of it. Now that would be the ultimate weapon right there. It would have double the shields. It would have crazy speed. What's up, AMG? How you doing, buddy? Awesome to see you today. Yeah, it's about 8 p.m. where I'm at. It's about 8 p.m. here, so smoke grenades. That would be interesting. I don't know if I'd really like to see smoke grenades, but the thing is, we've almost already got smoke grenades. I mean, look at what's going on my screen right now. There's so many shields and effects going on. I can't even tell what I'm shooting at. So smoke grenades are almost already a thing, like kind of indirectly, but there's too many special effects that prevent us to see what's going on the map. I mean, I've seen times where it's just been so crazy. I don't know if I'm shooting a teammate. I don't know if I'm shooting an enemy. All I can tell is there's some sort of robot or 2 or 3 maybe in front of me, and I just start firing at them, hoping I'm hitting the right ones, because yeah, it's almost like we have smoke screens already. Ethan, you out of here, buddy. Have a great day, man. Catch you later. It was nice chatting with you. So we'll probably stream for about 15 more minutes, guys. We'll probably stream for about 15 more minutes. So we've been going for about an hour and a half or so. Smoke on the water. I think I used to know how to play that song on the guitar a long time ago. I'm not really sure what band that is, but I think my dad really liked that band. Lots of Behemoth. Yeah, we already got EMPs. That is true. Ah, Deep Purple. Yeah, thank you. You are very correct. Ethan, what setup, buddy? I think I missed something. Oh. Skyrose with Viper. Punisher. And Blaze? Skyrose with a Viper, Punisher, and Blaze. That would be... Okay, I can already tell you right now that's not going to go over very well, because those weapons are all like different. They have different reload times. Some of those probably aren't going to reload once you go back into the ball. Some of them are. So there's going to be a lot of times where that setup's going to get you in trouble. One thing you really want to look at when playing the Skyrose is you want to find weapons that recharge when you go back into the ball, or weapons that unload the ammo fast enough that once you come out of the ball, you're going to get rid of all the ammo before you go back into the ball. That way you can reload. I've tried so many different weapons on the Skyrose, and the ones that don't reload when I go back into the ball, there's so many times where it's like I need to come out of the ball, but I realize I've got like 1 or 2 or 3 shots left, and I'm going to come out of the ball, I'm going to go pop, 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 and then the ammo is going to be gone, and then I'm going to still have to wait like 2 or 3 seconds before I can get back into the ball to protect myself again. So I don't think weapons like that would work out very well at all, unfortunately. Yeah, you know that the hammer, mace, and cudgel are good because if you come out of the ball, you have just enough time to unload all that ammo before it's ready to go back into the ball again. So those are very good ones to use. Now, the only weapons I did like that don't reload when you go back into the ball are the sonic weapons. I don't think they reloaded when you went back into the ball, but I still like those ones anyway. I'm trying to remember, there were the Cremolas. Those are awesome too. The Cremolas and Smudas, like if you want to play a team deathmatch, man, the bendy weapons, you just come out of the ball, you bend the weapons around the corner. If somebody starts shooting at you, go right back into the ball and run away. That's a fun setup. I think that's actually my favorite setup. It's not always ideal, but it's very, very fun. Yeah, the one ring, that's very quick and efficient. Just beat them up real quick, get back into the ball. I mean, that's probably my second favorite setup. The shotgun setup is probably my third favorite setup. But yeah, the shotgun weapons are very fun. You know what I need to try? I haven't done it yet, but I should try some of the old school shotguns on the Skyrose. That might be fun to try out. I should try like Thunderstorm and whatever that other little shotgun is. I don't know how that would work out, but that might be something. You know what? If that works out, I'm gonna try that. If that works out good, I will make a video about it. If it doesn't work out good, then I'm not gonna make the video. I don't like to show you guys builds that I don't like, because if I don't like it, I don't believe in it. No point to show you guys, because you guys probably won't like it either. I'm gonna try that out though. That sounds like a cool setup if it works out the way I think it's going to. It might be horrible. Yeah, Gus, thank you. All right, so Elijah says, is the Manny Pilot any good? So the Manny Pilot has a couple things going for it. Number one, it's a legendary pilot that can be put onto any robot. So that will allow you to have gold skills on any robot. Now, the Manny Pilot, this is what I do like about it, is it can give you a pretty nice amount of extra damage, I think it is. Is it damage or durability? I think it's damage, right? But it can give you a pretty decent amount of that, but the only problem is you've got to lose a lot of health before it really starts to kick in and do anything. So if you're running the Manny Pilot on like a squishy robot, you are rarely ever going to benefit from Manny's ability. Now, if you're running on something like a Fenrir or a Revenant that's going to get down to low health, and it's going to survive and it's going to be on the battlefield for quite a while with the low health, well, at that point, you're getting all the advantage of that Manny Pilot on there. So on tanks, let's just say you have a tank and you don't have a good legendary pilot for that tank, that's where Manny really comes in handy. So if all you want is the gold skills, or if you're running it on a tank, bam, Manny's great for those things. I think most people seem to prefer the Adrian over the Manny, because the Adrian gives you a constant amount of extra ability stuff on it, but it's not really that great either. It's just a small help, but at least they will give you the golden skills. Yeah, Fenrir is awesome, Ned. We love Fenrir around here. Maybe not everybody does, but most of us do. Ethan, what do you mean by default setup? Default setup for what? I'm not sure what you're talking about or what was on it. I think you're still talking about the Skyros, but I don't remember what came on that default. What did it come with? Punishers? Punisher? I don't know what was on it. I have no idea. Actually. Guys, what did the Skyros come with? Yeah, cool. Gust is like the small thunder. Thing with Gust, though, it runs out of ammo in like 2 seconds. It's like pop, 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 and then it's gone. You're out of ammo. I'm from the United States. Zombie, what's up, buddy? Says, my Wayland versus Fenrir. I still think Fenrir is the better choice. You're probably going to have a lot more fun with it, but you know, Wayland can be really good as well if you set it up right. Wayland can be turned into pretty much a tank with that crazy healing mode and the right pilot skills and stuff. Really? Is that what it came with? Thunderstorm and Gust was the stock weapons? Huh. I mean, if you've already got them leveled up, try it. I don't really like those weapons, honestly. If you don't have them leveled up yet, I don't know if I would do it. I mean, they're cheap to upgrade, but there's way better weapons out there than those. But if you've already got them and they're already leveled up, yeah, give it a try. You might love it. You might love it or you might hate it. I don't know. But Thunder is not hitting as hard as it used to, but it's still a pretty good weapon that's really cheap to upgrade. So Ned loves the unpopular mechs. Yeah, some of them are pretty cool, actually. You got a bendy on the Fendi? Nice. Nothing wrong. I mean, those bendy weapons are good on almost any robot. You put those on a tank and you hang back, those enemies are going to have a really hard time taking you out. I mean, you could take your favorite tanks, put bendy weapons on it, go into a team deathmatch, and nobody would be able to kill you. I think that would be a really fun setup. I should do that one day. I don't know if I have enough bendy weapons to make that happen, but I'm going to see if I do. Maybe I'll have enough where I can do like a full tank hangar with nothing but bendy weapons on it and do like a live stream where I just do team deathmatch the whole time. That might be kind of fun. Adam loves the Zeus. You know, Zeus is a really cool weapon. I don't think they do enough damage anymore, but they're still a really cool weapon. What do I think of the tier? So I love the tier. He's one of my favorite older bots, but when I bring the tier into Champion League, it's very hit and miss. So if you play him just right and you have the right setup on him, and you use him more of like a support healer with a 500 or 600 meter set of weapons on there, he can be pretty darn good. But I think tier is a little bit harder to play these days in the higher leagues and keep alive. So it's not really something I would say is ideal for the higher leagues, but it's still a really cool robot. There may be a few people out there that are really good with the tier that just really know what they're doing. Like I went up against the tier the other day and the guy really knew how to play it. He was doing very well with it, but that one's kind of iffy. Like it's kind of iffy. I really want to say, yeah, build it, run it, but at the same time, I don't want to say that because it's sort of hit and miss. In the right situation, it does great, but I find often it gets into the wrong situation and it gets beat up pretty quickly. So it's probably not one of the better ones at the moment, unfortunately. Wait a second, you run Galahad with Corona and Magnetars. That sounds fun. That actually sounds like a lot of fun. Gareth, nah. What's up, Kron? How you doing, buddy? Do I like Aljun Punchers? Yes. Aljun Puncher is awesome. Aljun's not one of my favorite bots to play anymore. I don't really enjoy playing the Aljun that much, but when I do with a set of punchers, I can usually have some really, really good games with that. So yeah, that's a good setup. I think punchers are good on pretty much anything, honestly. Why not try drones with immune damage chips? Oh yeah. If you have the immune damage chips, and I think that Masaki pilot, you can do some pretty neat stuff with the Kepri. I prefer to have durability though. I like the durability over the damage on the Kepri. I want my Kepri to stay alive as long as possible. I look at it as a tanky support over a damage dealer, so I'm all about the durability. Ethan, right now, I don't think I would max the Arthur. Arthur used to be the best Titan for a really long time, and then one day they rebalanced him. They buffed the crap out of his shield, but they took away the hit points from his body, and man, there's too many weapons that have splash damage, which will damage you through your shield, or weapons that will actually shoot you right through your shield and kill you. And I have not really been a fan of the Arthur since they've done that. So I would definitely go for the Miramids over the Arthur. Arthur is a cool old dude. I mean, there's still a special spot in my heart for old Arthur. But yeah, every time I bring him in, it's just, it's very hard to keep him alive or do much good with him. The only advantage I really see of Arthur is his shield will block the bendy weapons. I mean, the blinding weapons and the bendy weapons. The shield's nice, but as soon as something that can bypass your shield gets you, somebody gets behind you or something like that, unfortunately, you're probably going to go down really fast. So I don't really recommend Arthur anymore, unfortunately. God's Gamer says, I can't hear anything. My guess is you might need to turn your volume up, bud. Make sure your phone's not muted, but you probably can't hear me, so I don't know. Kron says, I'm great. Good, man. All right, guys, we gotta get going here, right? Our 2 hours is just about up. This was a lot of fun. Guys, I am going to try and do something like this a little more often on Mondays, okay? I'm going to try to do this at least twice a month. I don't know. It's a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this. This was a good time. So thank you guys for coming out. You guys are all amazing, but I got to get a few things done. It's getting pretty late. Probably in about 30 minutes to an hour, I'm usually falling asleep. So I'll be sleeping very, very soon. So I got to get a few things done before it's bedtime. I got to make some food and do a few things real quick. And then I'll be like, dreaming about Fenrir's, you know what I mean? So guys, thank you all so much for coming out. You guys are amazing. I think we had a donation or two today, so thank you. That's such a big help to the channel. Anybody who's a paid channel member, thank you. You guys are awesome. That extra support is a big help. Moderators, thank you for being here, guys. I really appreciate you coming out to make sure the stream runs good. You guys are awesome. Hopefully, I answered a bunch of your questions, but I just want to say thank you guys for watching the videos, coming out to the streams, hanging out with me. It's a lot of fun. I really appreciate all of you a lot. And hey, hope you have a great week. All right. I'll probably be back on Thursday and Saturday with another stream if you want to check it out. Don't forget to check out my giveaway. We're giving away 200 hazards this month. All right. I posted a video yesterday, so make sure you get in there and enter to win one of the hazards. Okay. And yeah, I guess that's it. So thank you all so much. You guys are amazing. You'll have a awesome rest of your week. Hope to see you guys on the next stream and lighten it out. See ya. Thanks for watching, guys.